Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be introducing you to a Syrah wine from the Swartland Winery. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that I've changed the name of the channel from the Glass and Barrel to the more obvious sounding Caroline Drinks Wine. Anyway, let's start talking about our wine. The wonderful people at the Swartland Winery sent me a pack of 2 wines today. They sent me this Syrah, the Winemaker's Collection Syrah, and they also sent me a Roussanne. So basically what the Swartland Winery is trying to do is appeal to a really broad range of wine drinkers. Everyone from entry-level wine drinkers, if you want to call them that, to premium wine drinkers. So all bases covered really. And with their Winemaker's Collection, they want to kind of showcase single varietal wines that have been grown from bush vines, which is their speciality. Just in case you're wondering, a bush vine is basically a wild vine. So instead of the vine being trellised, if you imagine in a vineyard, you've got those nice, neat rows of vines. Those are trellised vines. And a bush vine literally just pops out the ground and looks like a bush. So the idea behind a bush vines is that you get a smaller quantity of grapes, but these are of higher qualities. Because if you think about it, if there's fewer grapes per vine, that means that the vine hasn't had to work so hard to produce those berries, and therefore the theory goes you get more concentrated aromas in each grape. Anyway, so that's the idea behind their Winemaker's Collection, single varietal Rhone grapes. And this Syrah came with 2 little cute embossed chocolates, and they think that dark chocolate goes really, really well with Syrah. I devoured the chocolates the moment I saw them, well before I got wine tasting, and they were pretty yummy, so thank you for those, Swartland Winery. And the idea is that dark chocolate, the bitterness of dark chocolate, goes nicely with the soft tannins of the Syrah, and also the slight spiciness that you find in Syrah also complements the chocolate nicely. Anyway, we're going to be tasting it now without chocolate, but that's okay. So this is their 2015, and I believe this was lightly wooded. Let's give it a pour. Yep, nice ruby color there. Lots of things jumping out at me. I'm getting cured meats, a slight leatheriness, touch of violet, a little bit of black pepper. There's even... Yep, and then obviously all the red fruits like your plums and a little bit of blackberry even. But yes, very kind of fresh, ripe fruit driven, nice and fresh smelling. That's not bad. Yeah, I'd say this is a medium bodied. The flavours aren't overbearing, very soft palate, pretty elegant as well. Picking up on a bit of smokiness as well that follows through on the palate. And I definitely say that the more secondary aromas, so that's your more cured meats and leather and smokiness and a slight flintiness, are coming through more than the fruit. But I think this is perfectly okay, because sometimes wines lean more towards the overly fruity, and then when they're overly fruity, that can also be a little bit overpowering and you just feel like you're drinking jam basically. I'd say the only place this wine is lacking slightly is the finish. There's just it just falls a bit flat, but other than that, a really nice wine, and comes in at around the 55 Rand mark. So given the price, I think it's a really decent wine. Looking at the bottle, there's a nice drawing there of a Cape Dutch homestead house, and yeah, the packaging makes it look like, yeah, if I saw that on the shelf, I'd say, yeah, 80 Rand wine. But anyway, like most things in wine, price isn't always everything. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this very brief introduction to the Swartland Winery Syrah 2015. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you. Follow me on Twitter, all that jazz, and see you next time. Bye guys, and drink more wine.